The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 6 of The Formal Gamer. The University of Eolus has produced some peculiar pupils, but none more peculiar than Gorrus, Farven and Sot-Rue. They face an assignment unlike any other: to uncover the secrets of class and discover the origins of the dragon cults. Will they pass or fail? Will they live or die?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of season 10 of the Formal Gamer podcast. We'll keep things short and sweet this week, like a chocolate covered dwarf, so more important than any of that is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast.
Hello and welcome to you, DM. We're turning the table.
Well, thanks.
I don't think we ever welcome you.
Well, no.
How are you?
Well, to be fair, I don't welcome you either.
Well, we understand. We're basically
I'm welcoming the audience.
Yeah. I think basically because we're spending our day upsetting you.
Okay,
so it's quite
wait a minute. Stop. Hello, listeners and players to the Formal Gamer podcast.
Yeah? Like it.
No, I like
Make me
it.
feel uncomfortable.
I love
it's
it.
more combative. Fuck you.
Hello, listeners to the Formal Gamer podcast, and fuck you, players.
Fuck you too.
You're outside. A black dragon comes, and you all die.
Let's ruin his campaign.
Thanks for listening.
Right, okay.
Right, so it was raining. There was a lot of rain. There was a bridge. The river was swelling. You came up with a sort of plan to put the explosives on either end of the bridge. Yeah. You think that the doorway into the next safe area, as it were, is horizontal, flat in the middle of the bridge. You spoke to 4 soldier engineers who were here given the task of blowing the bridge. Corporal Ray. They were given the task of destroying the bridge, preferentially with the enemy caravan that is anticipated to come here at lunchtime tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Preferably with that on it, causing as much damage to lead Richard's advanced caravan of soldiers and reconnaissance troops as possible. You figure you don't want to let the two sides fight uncause damage, so you were going through the ideas of how to blow the bridge, float away on it, stop the two sides meeting, and getting through the hole yourself. Yeah? Fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, you were in discussions with the men about when you're going to do it. It's getting on to evening time now, night time.
If we literally pick up from where we last stopped...
Oh yes, how silly of me.
Sot-Rue is standing on the bridge. Gorrus, where are you?
I've been webbed to one of the bridge's suspension ropes.
And set on fire.
No, not yet.
Oh.
How
It
rude.
can be.
So you hear one of the soldiers
Do
pipe
it.
up from the back.
And I have a wizard's hat on.
Boss, why don't we get the wizard to do that to all of us, and then when they come on there, we can attack them from above. They won't expect it. And Ray turns to him. Trent, shut up.
Trent, it's a great idea.
So what's
It's
your
a good
plan?
idea, but we don't want to risk blowing you up.
So, boys, why don't we... this is Trent speaking. Ray speaking.
No,
to you.
let's hear more from Trent.
So, guys, you're going to web it to the underside of the bridge, and then how are we going to set it off?
Well, this webbing is extremely flammable.
I will do a...
Prove it.
I will do a beam of fire down the middle of the bridge, my radiant light. And I'll go, I've got powers as well, boy. Poomph, and do that. I'll go, I can set it off no matter where I am.
So you're casting it while you're webbed up.
Yeah.
Okay, but because you know it won't set it off, or...
Well, I'm just not going to cast it on myself. I'm casting it in the middle of the bridge, away from anyone, and go, don't worry, we've got some fire spells. I'm just going to have my beam of radiant light go, boom. Just to impress them.
Wow, okay. That'll set it on fire, will it?
Oh, definitely.
Under the bridge.
Go straight through a bridge.
You see one of them sort of go round and sort of to the bank and sort of look under the bridge to see if anything's happened on the other side.
Well, it's not going to set the water on fire.
No, but the barrels are going to be on the bridge.
Yeah. The barrels aren't in the water now.
No, but how's the ray going to get to them?
Through the bridge.
If there were barrels under now, we would all be dust.
Oh,
in the wind.
he wouldn't let me do it.
No,
Well,
I
I
wouldn't let
don't-
them do it. I wouldn't let them do it.
You
I have
don't
to-
know the quality of the gunpowder, but I mean, yeah.
That's how he wake me up. I'm a crazy man.
Yeah, he's the wild card.
Phew.
He's the muscle. I'm the brains. And Gorrus up there went to the bridge. It's the wild card.
Well, our gunpowder's a bit wild as well. Sometimes.
Okay, that's good to hear, I guess. So let's get moving, right? We're going to take our gunpowder down the other end. You're going to make a tent with the gunpowder in it on this end. That's what we agreed last time.
Okay.
You're going to follow our plan.
So we're going to have a tent here, you're going to have one tent there.
Yeah. Have the tent on the bridge, though. We need to be working on the bridge.
We've only got one tent, though.
Oh, right. I thought you had a couple of tents.
So they had some lean-tos,
Yeah.
and they've got the one proper tent is the stuff over the gunpowder.
What's a lean-to?
So, like, if you imagine, like, a poncho, they've got kit, like, with one spike sitting up. Like a sort of heart. Like, you imagine, like a...
Use the lean-tos, surely.
Yeah, they're quite small, but as in, they're not proper tents. So if you imagine, like, you know, like those goals that you can get when you take footballs to the park, you get the pop-up ones.
Yeah.
About that big.
Okay. And they got two of those.
4 of those, because there's 4 of them.
We'll use
That could
those.
work, yeah.
Perfect. 2 on each side.
Right, okay. So, I'll tell you what we could probably move this big tent. If you guys roll the barrels, we can all carry the stakes and we can move the whole tent along with us.
And then we can put the tent on one side and the 4 lean-tos on the other side.
Yeah, you could probably take them apart and make them into something. Yeah, that would probably work. Okay.
Perfect. Well, I'll spend the next however long that takes doing that.
Right. Okay.
Gorrus, do you want us to help there and keep a lookout? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're still tied up in the way.
Of course. I can't come down.
Okay. So
What time is it as well? Corporal Ray?
about 8 in the evening, he looks at his sundial on his wrist and holds it up and like.
Sniff the air. Oh, it smells
Yeah.
like 8.
Okay, so sun's going down soon.
Yes.
Okay, perfect for us. We're nighttime creatures.
So the three of the guys, Trent included, are holding the poles in the middle. Corporal Ray upturns one of the barrels and starts pushing it forward, and he's motioning for you two. If you two try and get some of the other barrels, we'll move them along, and then we can keep them dry.
Okay, perfect.
So Sot-Rue...
So you're basically caterpillar crawling, I guess. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Sot-Rue goes to help pushing the barrels.
Jeebus, to the barrel. I push over the barrel. And Jeebus is rolling it.
Okay, so he
The unseen servant.
wow, that is some cool magic.
Well, I'm a very powerful wizard.
Oh, yeah. So that happens. You and the group of them, you sort of move the whole tent. So the whole tent is at one end of the bridge, and you've got 6 barrels of what is apparently gunpowder in the barrels at that end.
Yes. Okay. And then, so that's the other side of the bridge. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set up the gunpowder on our side of the bridge, the home turf where we came from as well. And then we'll
Sorry. This is the same side. You haven't crossed over the
we
entire
haven't
bridge
crossed
yet.
over the bridge. We haven't gone all the way across.
No. Oh, we'll keep the tent this side and stay here, and you guys.
Okay.
You specialists.
Yeah.
You know, you go over to Richard's side, and you do that side.
Okay. And is there a barrel I could experiment with so we can get an idea of how big the explosion would be?
Ooh, yeah. Well, if you think that we won't need all of it, then yeah, just.
Well, how
crack
much is
open-
there? How many barrels are we talking?
Yeah,
It's all quite a lot.
6 barrels.
For
Yeah,
each side.
correctly spaced along the bridge. Spaced along the bridge would you think at critical points would blow it up?
Okay.
You could probably spare a bit.
So okay. So how many barrels do they have in reserves?
None.
So they got 6 barrels.
Yeah.
That's literally all they got.
Dude, we had to. Dude, nobody says dude in fucking D&D world. Actually, well, hey, why not?
Yeah.
We had to carry these over here.
That's fine. I was just asking in case you had more.
Heavy.
Well, can I open one up and just take some of the product inside?
Yeah, so he cracks the top on one, opens it up, and you can see what looks to be like
Okay.
gunpowder in there.
I'm going to take a glass test tube tincture kind of thing.
Yeah.
Scoop it up.
Yep.
Put a stopper on there.
Okay.
Right. And I'm going to go outside picking... I'll try and find a rock somewhere, and I'm just going to throw it at the rock. See if it goes.
You're going to throw the black powder at the rock?
Yeah.
Okay, you do it and no, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Right, it has to be lit. Interesting. I'm going to try and go and...
You're throwing the gunpowder at a wet rock.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how unstable it was.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So, okay, I get another one, go in there, cork it up, and I go outside. Where can I blow this up? Under one of the smaller tents.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of try and set fire to the cork to see how big that explosion is.
Or could you not?
Or put a fuse in.
Could you not go under the bridge?
No, there's loads of water under there.
But so is the water up to the bridge? Then there's nothing underneath. There's no
There is a
space.
gap, but the bridge is over the water, so I mean, I don't know where he'd stand.
No, I just.
But
need
so
to be dry.
the bridge is entirely in water. There's not a bit of the bridge that's on land that's got like.
There's no
space.
banking.
Yeah, sorry, that's
down.
what I mean.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Underneath. No, the river has risen. If there were that kind of thing,
fine.
the river is. We're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
like a foot, 2 foot away from the bridge itself. So it's very.
Okay, yeah. So
Water's very high.
okay.
Okay, so I put like a fuse or some string in there, light it, see how it goes off.
Okay, so where are you getting the fuse from?
Well, just some rope.
Oh, right, you're setting fire to the...
Yeah.
Okay, that goes in. It goes into the gunpowder, and you see half of the gunpowder just pop a crack and explode. And there's a bit of sediment which doesn't appear to have gone off correctly, sort of.
Kind of slightly dodgy mix we're working with here. Okay, we can work with it. Okay, so we've got tent on this side. We'll keep 3 barrels this side, and we'll take the other 3 barrels over to the other side. Guys, what did you just...
Fly in your throat?
What did you...
No, that was impactful.
That was a rat! Did you eat a rat earlier?
Sorry.
You just spat up a rat.
He was in the ditch as I was squirming and wiggling and writhing and
squirming.
I am quite. Can I come down now, please, Farven?
I thought you were on the lookout up there.
I'm just
I thought
very
you still went
uncomfortable.
to the bridge.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's where
fine.
I am.
Okay, down you come.
I
And I wave a hand and it kind of disintegrates.
drop down. Right, guys. I couldn't see anyone up there. It's a useless vantage point. I'm very limited in how far I can turn.
I see.
So that mix looks a little bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to pick the spots that we're going to blow.
Yeah.
It won't just blow the whole bridge sitting on top.
No, so I have got my lightning power, which is really powerful in the storm.
Yeah, that will sort some out.
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's hotter than any fire. So if that hits one of the barrels, that
sounds cool.
Oh, I didn't realise this guy was here.
Yeah, you're all stood round.
No, we'll start taking the other barrels over.
Yeah, I didn't realise that he was there. I wouldn't have said
tense.
those things if I'd realised I'd dropped down next to them. Sorry.
Right, okay.
Okay, you stay in this tent, we'll take the barrels over, okay? So we'll take the
So
barrels
they've
over.
got the 3 months. As you go off, so what are we doing with these? We're just keeping them here for the
Yeah,
moment.
and we'll start arranging them on the weak points after we've moved the barrels over.
Okay, so you take them with the 4 little poncho tents that you've got. You sort of using string and stuff that you've got with you. You fashion them into one bigger sort of large poncho bit, and you use them as a cover to move the barrels across to the other side. Let's say the northern side of the bridge.
Lovely. Okay, on the north side. So, Gorrus, what were you saying before that idiot interrupted us?
Yeah, I have really powerful lightning spells that are really amplified in the storm. Like, they do even more damage when I'm outside. I don't think I could have done them at the start of this journey, but since we got here, I think I've got the power to do this now.
Okay.
Do you remember that spell that Professor Singlebottom taught us?
That was a wonderful spell.
I got really close to doing that.
No.
And I think... And I just,
Gorrus, don't try too hard. Don't go above your means.
well, I don't do the spell, but I sort of lift up towards the clouds and I sort of slightly swirl them. I go, look at that.
Wow.
I think I can control the storm.
Oh.
I
Well,
think Gorrus might be fucking bad at something.
Well,
Look out, world! Gorrus is coming!
well, let's get these barrels on some struts, and then things might be looking good. Okay, so from our side,
So I assume you're trying to use the cover to sort of stop them seeing what you're doing, or are you,
no, we're just talking under the thing,
Yeah.
about where we're going to put it. So I guess maybe if we look under the bridge,
Yep.
what are the struts holding the bridge, the struts holding the bridge up? Where are they coming from?
So you've got the apex where the taller bits at either end, which have got the ropes tied to them. You've got the apex where the wood meets there. That seems to be like one of the key structural points.
Yeah.
The wood put together there. And you've got the really thick ropes that run up to the top and then back down to large iron circular sort of I don't know what you call those bits that have just been driven into the stone of the main path that leads away either end. So effectively, like they've been concreted in, but in sort of D&D terms, which is like finding a big boulder and smashing.
The ropes have been. Yeah.
So there's a massive iron sort of spike with a ring at the top where the rope.
So we need to
Like the one
blow
you
the
get along the docks,
struts.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to blow the rivet. So we need to blow the struts, and then we probably need to cut the ropes, don't we? Sot-Rue, do you think you're strong enough to pull one of those ropes out?
Quite easily.
Well, that'll be fine then.
Love how confident he is about
Should we test it now?
Sot-Rue goes over to one of the ropes and tries to pull.
On the northern bank.
Yeah.
So you're trying to pull the rope. So what are you trying to pull out? So
Pull the metal pin out.
of the stone.
Or pull the rope out,
Either way, whichever looks.
Whatever
easier.
breaks, just pull on it.
Okay, roll me some sort of strength throw.
And that was a mistake. And I don't have any left.
Well, you should have been more careful with the dice you had then. Zhuzh. I don't know that number. What's the
10.
zhuzh?
10.
10. You were pulling on this rope. This is, bearing in mind that they've been placed here to hold a bridge in place. Quite well,
Sot-Rue, I feel you could do better than that.
And Sot-Rue's
yeah, that's the encouragement.
Sot-Rue's going to try again.
I give him a pat on the shoulder and I go, go on, and I'm going to
You
give
sort
him
of
a
lean
hand
forward, and because of the wet, your hands, sort of your stone hands,
Add a
slip on this
D4
thick
to your roll.
roast.
Okay.
and I'm going to give it a pull at the same time.
Ooh, I'll have to do that again.
Yeah, that was cocked.
How are dice being cocked?
13.
Oh, it wasn't a cock.
It was,
right.
no, it was rolled. No, it was leaning against another dice.
It was
in
stuck against this.
13.
13 plus 1, 14.
there. And I rolled a 14.
So you're pulling this, you're thinking, I'm not sure this is feasible. Not in the same way that Pat, when you were trapped in that
The
water
water
place,
chamber.
that seemed like there was something, some either magical power or something that wasn't quite. You were pushing against something that was not going to give. This is just simply you're not strong enough. This is a fucking huge effort to do this.
So we've...
But it is a rope, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
cutting the rope would be easier.
well, I have a
Spike fist.
spike fist, so I could try to punch.
Good for cutting a rope, so... But you could try and punch it.
Spiked fist.
Fray it would fray it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's taut
And if I
as well.
keep attacking it,
Because it'll be taut and hard.
yeah, exactly.
I think it'll be.
It's dangerous,
Have a
obviously,
go.
potentially whipping out if it does split. But yeah, I'm gonna try that.
So you're punching the actual rope with your spike fist.
Yeah, I need to take out my spike fist though.
That's
and
fine.
Change.
We'll let you do that. So you change the spike fist from the round ball one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I get an 18. Sorry, 21.
21 total. So you punch out with your spike fist. The spike goes bang. One of the spikes goes bang through the rope. You see the rope sort of wobble and sort of get pushed back. You hear the strain of the wood as the force you're putting into this rope goes, but the rope doesn't break. You have put the spike through it though, so you're pretty sure that at least some of the bits of braid within it have been punctured by that.
Okay.
Roll me an insight.
Okay. 20.
20. You think you'd have a lot more success if you were using your ball fist on the actual spike of the metal which has been placed into the into the rock itself. You remember back to when you were fighting the troll, and you had some quite good success with your ball fist.
Yeah.
On the rock sort of frontage that you destroyed.
So not the spike itself, the rock around it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to switch hands again with that new knowledge and
As this
attack.
happens, you see one of the you see Ray come over. He goes, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing it now? What's happening?
Shush. Fuck off. I don't say that really. Just would have been so fun to tell Ray to go away.
Well, Ray, what are you doing? You're in Leash
creating
Richards territory.
You're creating loads
You
of
can't
noise.
be in
You
this
can't be in Leash Richards territory.
Nor can you.
Yeah, we can. We're agents.
What spies? You're not a spy.
Yeah, you blow our cover.
Yeah.
What if they come along? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they come along?
If they come along and see us talking to you, they're gonna know.
Yeah.
Get that there.
Who's what?
They're
Leash
watching us.
Richards. Get
They're watching
back.
us.
Yeah.
What, really? You're watching us?
Yeah.
Get back down
Well,
to
maybe
the
we
room.
should stay on my side then.
Yeah, you stay. You stay on that side.
We're secret agents.
Right. But we're not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. He sort of looks around and then goes back. And you see him having a huddle and talking to the guys as they're standing around the explosives on that side of the bridge.
I can't wait to blow them up.
Really? Looking up at this guy. Well, Bob, seriously. Like, there are so many more fun ways to do this. Oh, but we won't kill them. No, we'll be nice people.
Yes.
But they're real people now, we know.
Yes, now we know we'll be murdering real people again. Right, punch away, Sot-Rue.
So yeah, Sot-Rue is going to punch.
So sorry, you didn't say it with a spike fist on the rope.
No, cannonball hand on the surrounding pins. I think you mentioned.
Yes, it's pin set into heavy rock, basically. Roll. You can roll with advantage.
I can. You're saying I can. Okay, cool.
I'm telling you can, because you rolled a 20 on your insight. You know exactly the place to attack this rock if you were seeking to de-seat the iron bar in it.
The iron bar.
20.
With your additional or natural?
Natural. No, sorry, not. It's not. It's additional, sorry.
Right, okay, so 20. You strike down with your ball fist. You know the exact right place to hit this. And bang, you hear a crack and you see it just emanate out from where this iron bar is. And the iron pin is flung backwards with a taunt. And if you roll me a d20, please.
12.
Plus your dexterity.
13.
The dexterity modifiers, what's that, 2? Is that plus 2?
It's 1.
Plus... Yeah,
Oh,
plus 1, sorry, yeah.
Sorry. No, it's 1.
Yeah,
Plus 1. So what's the total?
13, yeah.
Right, okay. Okay, you take 6 damage as the iron bar on the end of the rope flicks past and catches the same ball hand. It catches up there, flicks you, sort of, for a tiny second, it drags you sideways as it goes upwards, and then unravels and flicks past. You take 6 damage from that as it spins out into the night and is left hanging. You hear a groan as the bridge itself seems to sort of not buckle in the sense that it's broken or anything, but you can hear the strain has been forced to different parts on the bridge as that holding rope has been cut, essentially.
Do you think we should maybe go do the other side first?
That's a great idea.
We set up the explosives, but then we have to... Because we have to do this on the other side too.
Are they going to be up for that?
No, they bloody won't be.
So how do we convince them not?
You distract them while I punch the ground.
Well, so we set up the explosives. We need fuses on the explosives, probably.
Yeah.
And then we can just light those. Then we have another barrel that we have in the middle that blows out the middle section of the bridge.
Yeah.
and then it's just the ropes that have attached to that side.
Yeah.
But do we think this rope goes all the way through?
What do you mean?
'Cause if it's the same rope going all the way through
Then one's
to the other side,
Yeah.
if one's broken, then the bridge will just pull apart from the rope, maybe.
Yeah. Possibly, I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
You'd have looked at the bridge and you would know that it doesn't look like.
Right.
Are you saying like one from one side the rope goes all the way through? No,
No.
you would not think that was how the
Okay.
bridge.
So we're
was
going to
made.
need to do them on both sides. Look, do you want me? Oh no, I've
Well,
got.
where's this rope end up being attached to?
As it goes through a hole and on the actual bridge itself.
So it's on the underside of the bridge.
So it goes up to
Yeah.
the tower bit, down, and into the bridge itself.
So where it's secured on the bridge, because we either have to break the fastenings on the land, or we break the fastening on the bridge.
Yep.
So if we inspect the fastening on the bridge and work out if Sot-Rue can punch it, that's just wood.
Yeah.
That'd be much easier. All right, let's go look at the fastening on the bridge.
Okay, you go to that investigation.
Who's got the best investigation? I do, you little losers.
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to go with +4. That's pretty good, actually. 21.
So you look at the in this part here. You think that Sot-Rue repeatedly punching it would splinter the wood, but this is heavy set wood. You think that perhaps him punching with that stone ball fist on the stone, the magic stone on stone, made it crack, which properly weakened it, which actually gave him an advantage. You think on the wood being more malleable and actually he wouldn't get the same advantage that he had on that last one. You think in this instance, destroying it here, you might be better off with some sort of cutting implement or some sort of fire or...
We said destroying it here, you mean on the bridge?
Yes,
The wood on the
I
bridge.
assume that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, we are.
Do you see what I mean? So hitting a hard into hard is going to crack it, whereas here, the wood's just going to be malleable and it's going to just break and until it properly splinters and cracks, which, bearing in mind the size of the wood, where you're talking like foot wide bits of the wood, not going to happen.
So what are we going to do about this, about the rope? Sot-Rue, you're in charge of the rope stuff. What are you going to do?
I'm going to attack it.
Cool. Tactical decision. Gorrus, should we just do the explosives and leave him to the rope?
I think just leave him to the rope.
How can we smash the rope? The rope on this side's easy. It's the rope on the other side. That's the problem.
Right, but
You think that both ends of the rope are secured the same way on each end of the bridge?
But if we go to
Yeah.
the south side,
Right,
where
sorry, I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah,
you understood
yeah.
that. I didn't want you
Do you
to...
want me to try and distract them?
yeah, I guess we'll have to.
I bounce down the bridge.
But let's tie up the explosives first.
Right.
The rope is like
Yeah.
the first step. Of,
But tying up on the side that I've just destroyed, one side of the bridge.
yeah, so I
with the
think we
rope.
try and tie them to the struts of the underneath struts of the bridge, probably to the outside.
Oh, okay.
So we just need lots of rope then.
But did we want to destroy the other side, or because
Yeah.
they're there?
Well, we'll tie this side first,
okay.
and then I think we'll go tie the other side later.
Okay.
Okay, so
Are they going to stay dry if they're on the other side of the strut?
not really. Well, we could put one of
I
these
thought we were
tents
putting
on
them
top.
onto the tents
We just put one of
because
the
we had
tents
those
just angled on top of
those
the-
Yeah.
four lean-tos,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
we? So.
So is the lean-to made like an oilskin? Yeah. We can almost just wrap the oilskin around the tent.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing it with lightning bolts, the lightning
Yeah.
bolt's going to go through an oilskin,
Okay.
cover.
So we're gonna pull apart the tents, wrap it round the barrels, the three
So
barrels.
yeah, you've got one oilskin left. Yeah, you wrap them round almost like vine leaves kind of thing.
Yeah.
Round rice. Yeah.
We could just use the explosives the other side as well,
Yeah, yeah.
because we'll need two for the struts here, do two for the struts the other end, and then two for the ropes the other end as well. We got 6.
Yeah.
And we smashed the last rope here.
And so nothing on the actual bridge? Because weren't we having two in the middle of
Well,
the bridge?
so here's the thing I'm thinking. If we destroy the struts, could we somehow just get Sot-Rue to punch his
I
way
could
through?
just lightning bolt those bits again and again and again. They're pretty... It's wooden bridge. Lightning destroys wood. You see when a tree gets hit by lightning, fucked.
Because I'm hoping when we blow the struts, it will just be like a weakened middle part of the bridge
Yeah.
still holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, Ray comes up. Guys, like, we really want to help. Tell us to do something.
Okay, so what you got to do, we got to keep these barrels dry.
Yep.
Tie the barrels. Try and cover them in some kind of
the oil skins.
oil skin, something that will keep them dry, and tie the barrels to the struts of the bridge on the underside,
What, down near the water?
near the water, but above the waterline.
Okay, it's going to be tight. Water's high, but yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We can. Okay, we'll try. Right.
We also need something to distract the men who are coming over. This is just a busy work to get some of them busy. What we should leave for them is something that's going to... How far have they marched from Liege Richard's area?
Oh, we think about 2 days.
So, you got any lads who are good with a bow with you?
I'll be honest. No.
Brilliant. Even worse. Right. You need to send them out foraging then. Berries, fruits, anything. The thing that gets an army stopped is their stomachs. If they see a pile of food in the middle, that's going to cause them to stop and want to start eating.
Yeah.
We need anything they can stop and eat at.
It's almost making me want to eat now.
Anything you can find out there.
Right. So you want us to leave it in the middle of the road?
Exactly. That'll stop the first lads will just start stopping immediately the second they see it and start feasting. It would cause a fight amongst their ranks.
Like bears.
I mean, like, I don't know what we're going to gather around here that'll make him stop.
Yes, you better get going. It's
That's
going
why
to be
you're going to need some
difficult.
travelling.
Diplomacy or persuasion, sorry.
Yeah, can you help, Farven?
I'll help. Not really helping.
I'll try and help.
Sot-Rue, you're not helping.
6.
11. No. 8.
No,
got
gotta be honest. In this weather, it's getting dark. I'm not going to be able to find
Okay,
anything.
then you can't do anything. Go to sleep. Told you what we need. Either do it or don't, but that's up to you.
We'll stay and keep a lookout then.
Okay.
Are you going to go into Liege Richard's side?
No.
Yes, I wouldn't do that.
No.
That would be very scary indeed.
I just feel like things have got away from us a little bit. We were here, albeit with no plan, and now you're here.
With a plan in action that's going to be successful, and you get all the credit. Oh, what a day you're having!
Why have you destroyed that end of the bridge already?
Because it needs to be weakened. It's very easy to make it look like everything's fine that end. It's just rope. No one's going to think, oh, some rope's out of place.
I still think it's dangerous being over there. They could be watching.
Well, they could, but the thing is, we're not part of the Sterling's army. That's the whole point of us being here, isn't it?
Well, they're not going to know that. They're going to just want to come across the bridge. They see you destroying it. There's going to be a...
How easy did we trick you?
You haven't... Did you trick us?
No, that's my point. We could have, but fortunately, we're on the Sterling's side. I mean, you saw the note, didn't you? So you know we are.
Did see the note.
Yes. So off you go. We're busy.
Well, no. It's our tent. We're staying here.
We weren't in your tent.
Well, yeah, all right.
Off you go.
When you put it like that.
Are you going to tie the barrels up to the struts, like I said?
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Good boy.
Yeah. We'll give it a go.
Feels like he wants to interfere.
So you see them go back, and you see them, 3 of them take one of the barrels and move to the edge of the river.
Wrap it in an oil skin first.
Shit.
Right. So we need to tie 2 barrels up here.
Yep.
Then we have 2 barrels remaining.
Yep.
We need to punch that
You've
last.
got 3 barrels, so there's 6 barrels with 3 one end, 3 the other end.
Exactly. Right. There's. So we're going to tie 2 up on this end. They're tying 2 up on their end. There's 1 loose our end, 1 loose their end.
Yep.
So we're going to collect our end. We're going to go take their end. We'll do this later. We'll go blow up the rope on that side. On this side, we need you to punch the other rope.
Or the stone around it.
Yes,
like I did last time.
yes, to get that rivet loose.
When am I punching the floor?
Do it now.
Yeah, now go,
Okay.
go.
Then
Why would you ever hold back, Sot-Rue?
So,
Don't give him you rules.
Oh,
are
that's a
you
rule I've
destroying the
taken.
rope that is opposite the one you've already destroyed, or on the other side?
On the north side still. So it's still in
So you're destroying both of the ones on the
Liege
north side.
Richards area.
Yeah, so I'll be
Give me a
doing-
roll, Sot-Rue. ball fist on the stone again.
Yes.
Again with advantage then.
Gorrus, who do you think should win? Liege Richard or Liege Sterling?
Us.
Yes. We
19.
can beat both of them. Oh, good
19.
whack! What
So
a
you
whack!
stand there and you sort of give it one little punch, you hear the cracking, just to get your eye in of how you're doing it. Fist goes back, slams into it, and as it slams into it, a horn goes off, and you're a bit like, what? And the rope flings out again. Roll me a dexterity.
Oh yeah, stand on the right side.
8.
Plus.
Oh yeah, did that. 9.
So -1.
No, it's 9. Plus
plus
one.
one.
Oh, plus
plus
1,
one.
9, sorry. Right,
This
okay.
kid.
You're going to take 6 damage as it comes out again. And you stood in the same place that you did last
Bloody
time,
not
and
very.
exactly the same thing happens. The rope flings out, the iron bolt hits your arm, drags you a little bit down, uncoils itself, and then flings off into the night with a.
We heard a
Is it
horn.
scarring my boulder?
Hang on. Did we hear a horn
You heard a horn.
from
what
the
direction?
Leeds Richards side?
Yes.
Right. So that's the army. coming.
Operation, let's hurry up!
And
How
where
far away
is...
was the horn?
You
Was
think?
it the end of the podcast?
You think? No. Yeah, it was ages ago. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Leeds Richard can't wrap up the podcast. That's our job.
So you think, bearing in mind where you saw a town off in the distance with a bit of forest nearby. You hear a horn coming from around the area of that forest. It's dark now. You can roll me perception. You've got night vision, but I'm not sure how far that actually is effective to range.
100
I
miles?
think it's only about 60 feet proper.
100 miles, maybe?
so ridiculous.
Well, you missed the dice thing, so we'll just have to forfeit that roll, I'm afraid.
More for you. Okay.
Wait, okay.
Sucker! Oh, you've asked for it now. That's 22.
22.
Oh, shit.
Anyone else looking?
No.
They don't need to look. I did all the looking for
I've
us.
got no dark vision.
Okay.
I'm a frog.
And I'm listening.
Right, so in the very distance, you can see. It's a bit hazy because it's quite far away, but you can see the shadow movement, sort of silhouetted, 4 silhouettes coming very fast towards you. You still think they are a bit out at the moment,
Okay.
as in a bit out, as in we're talking like 5 minutes.
Okay. Boys, let's hurry up!
Yep, certainly.
And from this side, they heard it as well, and you hear racing. Oh no, they've seen us! We knew you shouldn't have gone that side. They're coming! They're coming!
Well, you better hurry the fuck up then!
Doing what?
Tie
Collecting
the
berries!
barrels up!
Collecting berries! What the fuck is berries gonna do us now?
Have you tied the barrels yet?
They're down the side, and you see them like, and they're going for it at the moment.
Hurry up then. Where are these guys?
There's talking more doing! How did you ever get in the
And you
army?
hear a splash, and you see one of the barrels float off down the river.
Right, well, you've just...
Fuck!
You've just cost Liege Sterling the battle, haven't you? Best go guess it!
And they seem to be panicking. They're getting up, and you see them looking, and they're
Right, just put the barrel by the side as close as you can to it.
Web attack! I cast web.
On the barrel that's like
Yes.
okay. Right, roll. Ugh.
No! Any point I see it cast to.
Okay, but you're gonna have to roll it because it happens instantaneously. So it's gonna have
So
to some
what?
sort of initiative.
Right. Okay, but if I fail it, I don't cast it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes! 14 plus 1, 15.
15 is a hit.
So I web the barrel.
Right, so you're standing there like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I jump over and grab it with him to pull
Yeah.
it back in.
Okay.
You put it up. I go, use the web to tie it!
Chatting to them guys.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so they're there, and they seem to have tied it onto the understrut, one of the understruts on the south side of the bridge.
Okay, fine. Have you tied the other one yet?
No. We've,
Oh.
Oh,
you
fuck
look
it
around,
now.
and there's only 3 of them now, and Trent seems to have disappeared.
Leeds
Well-
Richard's gonna be very cross.
Leeds Richard is going to be furious. Well, Leeds Richard's going to attack you, I mean.
Yeah.
Sterling's going to be furious.
Richard's cross as well.
Yes.
He expected better defense.
Yes. He would also be disappointed. Whew. He wants a proper battle, doesn't he? Okay, tie the other one
We
quickly.
knew they were watching. You just shouldn't have gone the other side. Oh, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have let you do this.
Corporal Ray, are you Corporal Ray or Corporal Stupid? Shut up and hurry up and tie the other end of it.
Right, so the three of them go around the other side. And they've done a good job on this one.
Well, good.
You see there. You look back and towards where you heard the horn coming from, and you can see 4 torches now coming through the night. It's moving. They're moving too fast to be people running.
Right.
Horses, maybe.
We need to start destroying this end of the bridge.
Yes. Okay.
But we're not going to have time to tie, I don't think.
Sot-Rue, you go grab the gunpowder barrel on the north side and run it back here.
Okay, Sot-Rue goes and does that.
Okay.
So the north side's where Rich is coming from, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we haven't tied up the north side barrels.
No.
We just have to blow them near the struts.
Yeah. Do you want me to
Okay.
just start
Yeah, you
controlling
guys start
the
doing
storm? So Gorrus stands in the middle of the door where the door is and just puts both his hands upon his head, upon the words of chord, puts something, "Hail, chord, come, chord," and raises his hand and starts swirling the clouds round. And you can see just chain lightning reacting through it. And for the next, now, if I've got the time right on this, I'm trying to read it and get every detail of it. For the next 10 minutes, I believe, every 6 seconds, is it? Yeah, up to 10 minutes. Every 6 seconds, I can now do a lightning bolt, which does 4d10 damage.
So you're? It's like you keep it going basically.
I am the storm.
Wow.
I'm controlling the storm. My eyes are lightning. My eyes go bright blue with the power of the chord in me.
How are you 4?
Yeah. And I'm just calling down lightning bolts. And the first thing, I just start calling lightning bolts. I'm going to need 4d10s.
Okay. I'm going to tell you now, as that happens, the 2 remaining guys that are with you, and Ray, 2 of them start running up. They just look at you in absolute abject terror and run off. And Ray jumps in.
D4s.
Ray jumps straight into the river.
Ray's in the river.
He just jumps straight in the river out of absolute terror.
D4s? I'm giving you D4s. Sorry, I'm not an idiot. I'm giving you the wrong dice for me. You made me wait. He picked up 4 D4s. Came to me, I went, no, I need D10s. And then he just picked the same D4s, I was looking, and handed them to me again. And I took them so excited, like, I'm like, that is the same dice you just given me. Oh, he's so annoying. He's on my team! Right. I'm going to start just lightning bolting the barrels we got on our side of the
So we
bridge.
placed 2 barrels on near the struts, basically, but they're not tied to the struts, and you're going to be lightning bolting those.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's a deck saving throw, so they don't have
So
a
you
deck
just
saving
balance them just on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just zap the first one.
Yep.
It does 10, 20, 23 damage to the barrel. And the bridge below it, I suspect.
Yeah. So you see that the barrel explodes.
Yep.
Not quite as impressive as a barrel of proper good stuff gunpowder would have gone up, but it's pretty good. It explodes, and you see it take some pretty heavy damage. And again, the bridge rocks, and you hear the groan of the wood go through it as you hear the screams of Ray as he gets carried down river away from you.
Oh yeah, save Ray.
Ray! Can you swim, Ray? Oh, bollocks!
Web him.
Web on Ray.
Again, roll the. You're gonna have to roll the initiative. On this
Oh dear! Ray's a goner.
one. What was it?
3 plus 1.
So you
4.
see Ray stretch out the. You go as if you're going to cast, and then you realise that he's too far away already, out of your range. As you see Ray with his hand up, going down the river. I just wanted the.
You should have collected the berries like we told
We
you.
wanted you off the bridge so we could get on with things.
And I go over to the rest of them. I go, do you think now might be a good time to bugger off?
They're already on their way.
Okay.
You shout that as they're running away.
Right, I'm going to lightning bolt the other barrel.
Okay.
10, 18, 25.
Yes, exactly the same thing happens. That's still the same thing. So the barrel explodes. This time slightly more impressively than the last. And the bridge. At that point, you see some critical damage go in there, and it is really on the edge of. If you could say the bridge was bloodied, you'd say that the bridge was bloodied.
Lovely.
Pretty fucking damaged. Yeah.
Sot-Rue and I got to carrying the barrels to the other side where the rope is yet?
Yep.
Okay. Sot-Rue, quickly, let's place the barrels basically on the rocks. Gorrus looks like he's going to do the rest. And we'll run back to the bridge.
So you want me to do the ones behind us now? Or do you want me to keep doing this end until I've broken it off and they can't cross over with their horses?
I think wait for us to leave and then we'll start doing the other end.
Right.
And then hopefully it'll be
Yeah.
we can
So
easily
then
just
it
clip,
would- yeah,
pop it
both
and we'll
sides
be in the
being
middle.
quite damaged,
Yeah.
it will work.
So you want
Sorry,
to keep
so-
going
so
on the
yeah,
north
so
end,
I'm-
Sorry, what are you doing, sorry?
Sot-Rue's placing the barrels over each side where the ropes are.
What, the bits that you smashed on the other side?
Yes, exactly. And then Sot-Rue is going to start running back.
Yes,
towards
quick, back to
middle
the
of
bridge, Sot-Rue!
Okay.
Okay.
You now, as you look out towards where the guys with the torches, who you now assume to be on horseback, they come within your view, and you can see that these are lightly armoured. You think maybe rangery type people with torches bearing down on the bridge, and you think that they're about probably about half a minute away on horseback.
Okay.
That's another 5 attacks on
Yes!
the bridge.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay, I just attack. So I attack the middle of the bridge now. So I just want to break it off.
No, because I think we'll be in the middle of the bridge.
No, sorry.
The mid.
On the north
Yeah,
end.
on the north end.
So
in
I've done the
middle.
left. I've done the right. Now
Okay.
start chipping it. So how
Cool.
badly do the edges look broken?
They look pretty badly. They're not on fire because
It's raining so hard.
but they look pretty charred and.
So if I started doing lightning bolts down the middle of it, I think how bad. If I rolled, and because this is just my action, could I roll like an insight to see how many more attacks of this sort of nature the bridge could take? No, I don't.
Let's just do it. We're
do
back on the bridge, Sot-Rue.
Oh. 19, 25, 32.
Okay, yep. The bridge takes some serious damage on that side. It's
Okay,
Is
Gorrus.
the wood cracking and stuff?
it's cracking. Yeah, you think that perhaps rather than lightning, you think some physical interaction with it would hurry the session along. You feel that as the lightning is hitting it, it's having less of an effect rather than the first time it got hit. If that makes sense.
No. What?
So the wood's cracking, and
Right.
as the lightning's hitting it, it's hitting bits that are already cracked and stuff like that.
Oh, I was aiming for the very middle of that one. So I've done
right.
the left side, I've done the right side. This was meant to hit the middle,
Okay,
that hadn't
that
been
hits
attacked.
the middle. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm trying to I'm going for the areas that haven't been attacked yet. So
Okay.
I'm going for the main areas. I'm trying to sort of perforate the thing across, almost.
Yep.
So if then
In those specific places, it's becoming incredibly weak. And
Yeah.
like critical. So on that side where it got hit with the lightning,
Explosive, yeah.
it's like bloodied. On the other side where you hit it, that bit is like.
Do the other side.
Right, I go left again.
Right.
So I do the bit that's bloody. Oh, sugar. 18, 25, 26.
So you're blowing the south side now on the struts on the south side.
No, I'm
was
doing
the
north
north
side still.
side.
Still doing north side. North side's not broken. The horseman could just come across.
Okay, right. So we've done one barrel, we've done the other barrel,
And that bridge is still crossable.
right, and the bit in between. I think we blow the south side,
Yeah, I
and then
thought
it's
we
so
did.
weak that
Yeah.
it'll just come apart. I think
But,
the water rushing it.
I've got 30 seconds before there's horsemen on there.
Don't worry, I'll sort them out. Don't you worry, me and
I'm going to
Sot-Rue
keep
will
doing the
sort them
north
out.
side.
Okay.
Sorry. I think that stopping them coming across, I think, is the important
Well, I
thing.
can't argue with 4.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm the one to stop doing it that way. Get out my way. 14 plus 22, 23.
While this is going on, are you guys doing anything?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
shitting myself.
I'm taking this as basically a turn every time he does it.
Yeah, no, I'm like, Sot-Rue, you cool? Just like chill.
Yeah, I mean,
With 30
Shit,
seconds,
shit.
I could
I
have
guess
3
we're in
more
the
of these
middle
before
of
they get there.
the bridge now.
Yeah, we're in the
just
middle.
watching what's happening.
Gorrus has kind of started levitating slightly. It's like, don't touch him, he might electrocute us.
Like God mode.
Yeah.
Are you sitting cross-legged or
No,
what?
I'm but standing, sort of both arms to the heavens.
On a scale of 1 to have brushed horse's hair all day, how tired are you from this?
From
is this
this?
exhausting?
No.
Yeah. No.
No, this
All
is.
day.
I'm in the rain. I've been covered in mud. I am living the dream. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. I'm covered in mud and fighting an enemy. This is the best. Right, so I'm going to aim at a gap between. So I'm now going to try and perfect. I'm going to do one more there before the horsemen get there. So that's a much weaker one. 11. That's only 13.
Okay. Yep.
And one more before the horsemen get there. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the gap there. So I've done the middle. I've done both edges twice. I've done the middle once. And I've done between the left and the middle once. So I'm going to do between the middle and the right once to finish my perforation, to crack the wood enough that the horsemen don't want to try and cross it. And that is, not a good one either. 12. 12 plus 5 is 17.
While he's doing that turn, actually, I do want to do something with Sot-Rue.
Yep.
So I'm going to go not too close, but walk close to the north side. I want to look across the bank and see if there's any rocks on the bank that look quite secure.
What sort of size? What do you...
Like, just rocks at any point along the bank that looks like a secure anchor point I could have.
Around the actual bridge itself, there's more of a rock. It looks like it's been built onto more of a rocky outpace. As you go further away, it's more that sort of like reeds and... not reeds, sorry, like grassy sort of edge to it. There would be loose detritus and sort of rocks around there, but again, as the water's so high, there's not much of the bank that's actually visible, and you've got fields either side.
Okay. I was thinking of doing a web and then getting Sot-Rue to pull on it. So if you web like far away on the bank, Sot-Rue can just go up against one of the struts and just pull.
Yeah, I'm going to spin round now, so Sot-Rue could even just go and start smashing that north.
At this point, the two soldiers who ran off, you see them running back with swords drawn, saying, and they're shouting, we've got to do it for Ray, we can't let this be for nothing, and they stride out onto the bridge with swords drawn.
So they're on the south side?
On the south side, walking towards the north side, towards where the horsemen are coming.
Gorrus, maybe stop blowing the south side to scare them off.
I spin round and I go, cold power is unyielding, and start lightning bolting.
Oh, to stop them...
Stopping them coming over. So I just do a lightning bolt right in the middle to scare them off again.
Right, okay, yep.
Fuck off. Busy.
And you think that the horsemen will be on you in one turn now?
It's only a 16.
But you weren't aiming at them, were you?
No, outside of the range of them, yeah.
Yeah. So it just hits the ground and explodes. There's water and a little bit of rock just pops in there. You see them startled, step back and sort of stay where they are.
How's everything go? Wait.
Okay.
So you two going to start smashing the bridge that end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I look at the barrels this side that I can zap at.
Oh, on the south side?
Yeah, south side, because there's 4 barrels on the south side, aren't there?
Nope. So you've...
Yeah, there are. There's 2. We did 2 on the north, 4 on the south.
Yeah, there's 2 on the rope on the south.
Oh, right.
2 on the struts.
2 of them are underneath, yeah.
Right.
2 on the
I don't know if I'll
struts.
be able to do the ones underneath, or how.
Well,
I was going to do it above it.
supposed to tie them to the struts.
Yeah. If I can hit the strut, then I'll be able to do it. It's a lightning. Actually, the lightning bolt has a radius of 5 feet, so can I hit within 5 feet of it?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But your next turn, they're going to be on you. So that they're like one turn away. Cause
can they cross the bridge?
But they'll be as in like within a movement away from you. I'm just letting you know that they'll be that close.
I'm in the middle of the bridge where the door is. I can do this within 100 feet.
Oh, right, so they're like a movement away from the other end of the bridge.
Yeah, so I was in the middle of the bridge where the door is, just doing this.
Yeah.
I'm a god.
You guys, what you doing?
Maybe we should actually stay near Gorrus.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of staying there. You might have to do more punching.
Should I go and hand...
You might have to go hold off some of these troops. I don't know.
Okay,
I should have made the north of the bridge so easy for you then to just smash
Yeah, I
through
think you should just smash through
with
it.
your fist.
Oh, okay, the north of the bridge.
I've got
north of the
down,
bridge
I
where
think
these horsemen are about to
you've
turn
attacked
up.
the bridge. I've been
I
writing.
attacked it 7 times
Yeah.
and 2 gunpowder barrels.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
the moment, we started back towards the south end of the bridge, didn't we?
No, we're
You came
Gorrus.
back to me again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you were following Farven stood
we
with
were
me
Gorrus.
on the table.
You're a movement
On the
away from the
door.
northern end of the bridge.
Okay. So, but if I movement forward and the horsemen are movement away, then we're essentially going to meet at the same time, aren't
Yeah. So hopefully they won't be able to cross the amount of damage I've done. Because it's a wooden bridge that I've absolutely peppered with lightning bolts. So if you then start smashing it, hopefully with their horses, they won't be able to cross over.
Okay.
Genuine question: how wide are you envisaging these cracks that your lightning bolts have made?
Well, I'm doing 20 damage a time. That's I was imagining pretty massive, and like wood versus lightning, wood loses massively each time.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the horsemen would at least 4 horsemen might go. Do you know what? There seems to be some sort of lightning god on that bridge. The bridge is now fucked. Maybe we're not going to go over that.
Yep.
So would you want me to turn around and try and scare off the horsemen now?
Well, I'm going to have a crack at it. I'm going to have a go.
You go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get out a pebble from my bag.
Okay.
I'm going to cast catapult.
Yep.
So I put it in my hand, lay it out flat. I start speaking to it. It raises up.
What do you say?
I fire it forward. I say, "Go on, mate. You can bloody do it." So it's the object is the pebble goes up and it just flies out 90 feet. I'm going to aim it at the bridge floor where Gorrus has been feverishly lightning bolting.
Mm-hmm.
And it does 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So it turns into like this amazing projectile. D8's being the hardest of the dice roll. So that's 18 bludgeoning damage to that section.
Okay. Which section was that? So the middle?
Yes, so just the middle that's been peppered.
Yep. Okay.
And Sot-Rue will make a movement and attack.
Yeah,
double
finish it
attack,
off.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move-
double attack, yeah.
Yep. So you move forward and double attack again in the middle, or
What looks like the... well, I don't know if I need to do an insight, but if I can have a look and the least weak or the strongest remaining part of the bridge, if that makes sense.
the strongest looks like it would be the right side.
Okay, then that's where I would attack.
Okay. So you go over to the right side and you start punching the floor.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I get an 18. Oh, sorry, no, I don't. I get 24.
Yeah, well, it's a hit on the bridge, yeah? Let's just say that it's pretty much a given that you were going to hit it.
And I got a 6 damage.
Okay.
Hopefully,
And I
bludgeoning
attack
will be
again.
pretty good against it.
Attack again, yep.
Got 12.
I think 12's going to hit a bridge.
Yeah. Basically, don't hit one, mate.
The panic in Robin's face, like, oh shit, what if I missed the bridge?
6 damage.
6 damage and the 6 damage.
So,
Okay.
yeah, 12.
So you, as you're on that bit of the bridge, you feel the that side of the bridge start to sag down, and so the right side of that bridge is now sort of pretty much in splinters, and the whole. So if you imagine the bridge is flat, it's now sort of at
So it's
that
half
end. It's
submerged.
starting to crack, kind of like that way. It's not submerged yet, but
okay.
it's basically cracked from.
Is there a
from
clean
there.
line now where it's broken off?
Like, will the horseman be able to cross? Would they cross it?
You think if a horseman was brave enough and wanted to take a jump over it, you think a horse could clear it, jumping
luck.
wise. But whether or not the horse would want to is another matter.
I'll go closer down that end.
So at
Go,
this point,
Gorrus, you focus on the south side.
so with that, you see the horseman pull up, and you see that the horse is sort of neighing backwards, and not one. The amount of lightning that has been hitting down here, and the horse is not really being a massive fan of that. Bits of the smouldering. You see this guy punching. Oh, sorry, a rock monster punching the floor. These horses are pulled up to a stop there. You see the 4 people dismount and take bows off their back.
Easy peasy pudding and pie. I'm a wizard. You can't hit my eye.
Right, okay. Sot-Rue, you are the closest person to them, aren't you? Gorrus, you're standing in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
And
Farven's with me in the middle of the bridge.
Farven's with you in the middle of the bridge.
Whose turn is it now then?
They're attacking.
It's their turn.
Sot-Rue.
With arrows.
Well, arrows won't do anything. Sot-Rue.
I'm a
You
boulder.
kidding?
I'm a walking boulder.
Sot-Rue, you've got some 2 rolls below 14, so they're not going to be hits, and you've got a 16 and a 17, which I don't know.
So my armor class is 17.
So neither in the hit.
They
You've
just
got-
kind of twang off him.
Yeah, so
Slight
you-
misses. Like like
Four arrows.
They just hit and drop.
Yeah.
4 arrows wing out
Ping
and
on.
ping off
Sot-Rue,
your
move
armor.
back. We'll be by Gorrus.
So Sot-Rue moves back.
Okay. Over to you, Gorrus.
Do you feel you want to keep going on the south side?
Go on the south
Yeah.
side. I got this.
I
covered.
aim at another one of the barrels on the south side. The other side, the barrel on the other side.
Yep. So you hadn't destroyed any of the barrels on the south side, did you?
Had I not done? Oh no,
No.
no.
You blasted in the middle to scare them off.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
I
go for the
can't
first
remember
barrel.
all
Trying
that
to
you
scare
did,
the two.
So
Did they run off, by the way, the two soldiers, after he tried to scare them?
They're standing there, like, just away, observing.
21 damage on the barrel.
Okay, the barrel explodes, and that damage is transferred to that sort of. So this is one of the ones that was standing on the
struts,
On the
yeah.
struts,
Yeah.
So that explodes, and the lightning doesn't hit it directly, but the range of it sideways explodes, and you hear a creaking noise, as you did with the northern side. Based on the northern side, though, you think there's a bit more to go before that's going to break off or anything.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to... It's not my turn again, is it?
Nope.
Right.
The problem is, if I move to then go attack it, I'm going to get in the way of your attacks, aren't I?
I can do... It's 5 foot.
Okay.
So if
how
you do
many
one end-
how many movements would it be to cross over to the south
One
side?
movement. The bridge is let's just say the bridge is a double length.
Okay.
Double movement.
Okay, so I would do a movement and attack.
Because, I mean, that's quite big for a bridge, 60
No, it's
foot.
got to be double movement you got to do.
Oh, okay.
Because you're
So
at
you
one
won't
end.
go to do...
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, no, you used your movement to... You attack the bridge, and then you move backwards towards...
Well, I have one extra attack per round, but it's if I've done an attack, I can get another attack.
Yeah.
I can't do double movement and then... I
Yeah.
don't think. I assume that's what it
No,
means.
that is... Yeah.
Because otherwise it would be a bit...
No, it would be a bit cheaty. No, I think you've got double movement. Double movement over.
I'll double movement over.
There's no pressure. We're fine.
Farven will keep the horseman at bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it my turn yet?
It is.
Thank God.
What?
I turn to Gorrus and say, Gorrus, you know, this is the only spell my mother taught me.
Oh, that's nice.
And I turn to the horseman. I raise my arms up while wringing my fingers. And Farven says, Ashtar Saru. And as he does, gusts of wind start whirling up and eddying under the bridge. And then from the bridge, just this wall of wind fires up in front of us, 60 foot wide and 10 foot deep.
Wow.
I've cast Wall of Wind, which means
Oh, it's
any
the arrow
projectile
blocker, isn't it? Yeah.
that comes into contact gets blown off course. And can't miss us.
Nice. Is that a concentration one as well?
It's concentration for a minute. Yes.
Nice. So you stand there, you've basically got 10 extra goes to destroy this, unless they find some other way.
Annoyingly, I might send you down that end again. It'll keep you fit.
Okay. I wish I hadn't double movemented then.
So, but we're just going to keep on destroying. Sot-Rue! Back that way, there's a big wall of wind to stop projectiles. You punch that end, I'll lightning bolt this end.
I'm coming to smash!
Okay. Is it me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's them. But you see them through the gust. You see them try it. All 4 of them fire arrows into the this wall of wind, and the arrows just get blown upwards.
They think this war has really turned on yeah. They're like, well, it's Sterling versus Richard, and they're like, they've got some mental thing. Just before I do my lightning bolt, I do turn to Farven and go, Farven, I am so fucking powerful suddenly. This is unreasonable.
Farven suddenly went, what was in that potion?
Oh god, I've never been happier, something went up my bottom. Right, I do the other barrel. Oh my god, 35. 3 10s.
Oh, wow.
35. That barrel absolutely fucking...
So better than that 5.
That goes...
Fucking hell.
That absolutely just explodes, and the you can see the wood underneath it immediately goes to a sort of bloodied level. Like
Right, okay.
You can see there's whole patches of the wood around it that have just
Cracked.
exploded and cracked through and
Yeah.
fallen through towards the river.
I feel like the structural equivalent for bloodied should be cracked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
Sot-Rue, you're going to run all the way back to
So I'm
north.
going to double movement to the other side.
I mean, like watching him do this.
He's so heavy, it's helping.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Shaking the
all
bum,
the running
bum.
and stampeding, hopefully that's helping.
You can't do another spell when you're doing Wall of Wind, can you?
No, keep
Right.
it blocked.
So is it me again?
Yes.
Are they going to do anything, the horsemen?
So you see them. How wide is it?
10 feet.
Okay, so you see them go to one side and get an oblique angle. So
sorry.
Good, because while I'm
Is it-
casting, I
was
can
it-
re-angle it.
Was it 10 feet deep
Yeah, it's 10 feet deep, yeah.
and 60 foot wide?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole width of the bridge.
Sorry, yeah, 10 foot deep and 60
Right.
foot, yeah.
Okay, you see them both go different ways. Two of them go one way, two of them go the other, to see if they can kind of, like what the fuck is this? Try and get either side of it. Double movement, so they're at the edges of where your wall is at the moment. But double movement, so back over to you, Gorrus.
Right, okay, I'll hit another one. Oh, first of all, take a minor action to try the door handle.
Sorry?
Isn't the door on the floor below
Yeah.
us?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
yes. No, there is no door handle on it.
Oh, right.
So just stamp on
I
it.
give it a stamp.
It doesn't open.
Right, okay. Let's fall open at some point.
We've been so trusting about this door.
It might even be a door. 1926. Fucking hell. 35.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, 2 9s and a 10 and a 7. Fucking hell.
Yeah, so that's the same point that you did last time.
Yeah, hitting that side. I'm gonna try and destroy that side.
Was that the left? That was the right side. This.
Yeah, the
and
side
that
where
was-
I just exploded that barrel.
And that was the opposite side to the one which you'd.
Repeatedly, it's done on the other side. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So at this point, you see the bridge really sort of take a turn for the worse, and it's starting to. That side is starting to bow down. So where it was dipping on one side before, it's now the other opposite side to that has been dipped as well. And
Right.
you see with the wind that's going on around here, with the waves, you see the bridge start to sort of sink down and almost twist. You know, like you get I don't know how to describe it. Yes, it's basically twisting on an axis that is diagonal across the bridge.
Right.
Yeah,
So you're now on. You're
Okay.
now not on a steady. This bridge is going
Good.
like,
That's what we want.
and it's starting to lean to one side, and the side of the bridge is starting to move towards the actual current as it's going down.
Right. Sot-Rue, start smashing.
Yep, so Sot-Rue's gonna.
So which bit are you smashing?
What's the strongest part left, like from what I can see?
So it'll be the opposite side to the bit that's broken on that northern side.
Okay, so
Yep.
that's where I'd be attacking. 18.
As long as you don't roll a 1.
Sorry, no. 21.
Just, yeah, as long as you
It's a
don't roll
hit,
a 1.
as long as you don't roll it. I mean, like, no need to get aggressive and throw the dice across.
6.
6, okay.
And then 4.
I'm sure you're
No,
attack.
sorry, a 5.
Are you plussing on your attack?
Yeah, he is. He's just rolling
Yeah.
really low.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I only got.
Okay, so 10 damage to that. You're there repeatedly punching
11
the floor.
damage.
You
11.
got an attack you want to do, Farven?
No, I have
Oh,
to
you got
concentrate, yeah.
It's the out archers.
Yep. So Farven, are you moving that wall, or are they?
Yeah, well, do they have angles on us?
So they're both at either end. So I guess you could move it to block one set of them.
Yeah. So when you say either end, as in, we're looking forward, there's the bridge.
And they've gone left and right.
And they've gone left and right on the
Are
bank.
they going to be at disadvantage because they're so far away?
I'm trying to work out where's Pythagoras when you need him. So you see them there. You aren't sure whether they've got disadvantage or not, but
Well, are they attacking?
yes.
Okay, so if I could see they're outside of the wind wall,
Yes.
then I would reposition all so one can
Okay, so
attack.
So two group, it's
Yeah.
a group of 2
yep.
attacks.
So you've got 2 attacks coming through. And 2 arrows wing past, and none of them are accurate. They were aiming for Gorrus, but
I'm not bad.
So I would aim for you too!
I think to be a god now. I do a quick sort of mental check and I look, because the bridge is twisting, do I think if I attack the other side severely, it might even it out and break in a less twisted fashion?
you
I
think
think
if you
so.
attach, you think if you attack the bit that Sot-Rue is attacking, that end of the bridge would collapse.
Right, and that would be less dangerous than it twisting. But that's
Well, it's up to you. I mean, the bridge will end up in the water, but like, that end will.
Guys, bloody finish it!
Is there a bit without 5 foot away from him that I can zap?
Yeah, you could call it. I mean, you could play it risky.
No, because I'm about to do something even riskier. So no.
So you're asking where he is? Is there a bit on that bit of the bridge where you
Yeah,
could
it's 5
attack?
foot away that I can attack that would cause it to fur.
More towards the middle, but yes.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to channel my divinity, and I'm going to do full max lightning damage on that.
Right.
and that's 40 damage.
Oh, what, you don't even need to roll it? Or...
No, because it's channel my divinity. I can only do that twice per day. That means I can do full damage on any lightning attack.
Wow, okay. The middle of the bridge absolutely explodes, and with the weight of you guys on there, the stress that the bridge is under with both of the straps north of the river gone, that end just collapsed and tips into the water. Sot-Rue rolled me a... In fact, no. I think with the bridge collapsing into the northern end of the water and Sot-Rue
What a bastard.
looking as if he is about to go headlong into the strong current of this river and possibly follow the same fate that poor Ray did, we will end the episode there.
You bastard.
Thanks for listening.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.